Tell me about yourself. This one line has rejected so many candidates compared to what you see for DSA. Most students know their skills, the project they have included in their resume, but the moment when the interviewer asks, like, tell me about yourself, they go blank. They start just giving, they start just reading their resume, and by in they do not have any direction. Just they go here and there and just they explain what they have written in resume. So this is still a better thing from what we see with the one-liner introduction, which really disappoints the interviewer. So we need to understand what interviewer like ask for introduction. It is not a formality first thing. Like they want to know about yourself, but the thing is there how you introduce, how you communicate. So that is the thing. So even before we start how we introduce ourselves, the thing is these questions will be asked for each interview. So this is the most important and most predictable question that you know that okay, this will be definitely going to be asked from you. So this is the first thing that you can be ready with, and you can impress the interviewer. This can really increase your chances of getting selected in that interview. However, you feel that okay, how interview will how that introduction will decide your fate, but yes, it will. So while giving introduction, things that comes up to mind that how much you are going to cover in your introduction, how much long this introduction should be, and you are using correct words, you are using correct thing. Like for example, if you are telling about you are fresher and you are mentioning your college and school, and there you are providing the details of names and all those things. Also you are providing the score that you got in this 10th or 12th. The thing is, if that is less than a good thing like 80%, then you should not be mentioning that. But there is no requirement to mention. If the interviewer asks, then you can just tell that okay, this is the score. But yeah, if that is lesser than 80% or 8.8, like 8 CGPA, then you should not be mentioning that. So this will be covering your introduction also, and you are not going to disclose that okay, you been bad in that area. So it should cover everything. Once you master your introduction and you delivered it, and your interviewer is really impressed by the introduction, you have a strong note to start the further questions. You will have a leverage that okay, at least the interviewer is happy. I will be adding a link to a doc where you can see what things you need to mention and what not in your introduction, and it really depends that how much experience you have. If it is a fresher, then you should not be mentioning something, and if you are experienced, then you should be covering, and something should be uh, removed from your freshers like introduction. The document that is mentioned, we will cover the template of introduction for fresher, for experience both. So I will mention some things like okay, if you are a fresher, then you should mention your name first. Then you can mention where you started your 10th, 12th, college. Then you can mention your score and along with the names of the college. And you need to check that if the score is low, then you should not mentioning that. And later you can mention about your projects. You can mention your mini project, your major projects. While mentioning this, also you should be concerned that you know everything about your project. Questions will be coming on your project definitely. Then after the project you can mention achievements, whatever you have done in your college, or if you went for any hackathon or something, so that could be a plus. You can add those things in your introduction. Just one liner, two liner, keep this short. If the introduction, if the interviewer is like interested about that, he will really mention that thing. Then you can go for your family. You can just mention your father, mother, and siblings. That much is enough. And then you can end with your hobby with a good smile, that okay, these are my hobby. And of course, if you have done any internship in your third year, fourth year, or any time, you should be mentioning this after your college. Okay, I'm ending this video here. Now the thing is, you need to follow the document that I have mentioned in the description, and you can complete your introduction and just comment there. I will see that and I'll review it. So yeah, thanks for watching the video.